Welcome to another edition of the Dementia Care Partner Talk Show. Now, here's dementia care expert Teepa Snow and your host, Greg Phelps.
Hello and welcome to the Dementia Care Partners podcast. My name is Greg Phelps, and joining me once again is dementia care expert Teepa Snow. And Teepa, I had a topic all picked out for today, but I've decided to put that one aside because I ran into an unusual situation. We live in a condominium building, so we're kind of dependent on other people around us. In one of the buildings that's close to us, there's a leak from a shower up above into the suite down below. The suite down below is occupied by a lovely little old lady with dementia. She makes appointments and then won't let people in. This is a common theme that I find with things are set it and forget it. So how do we deal with that? How does anybody deal with that?
Yeah. So she's living alone. She has been independent. She functions pretty well, except when the unusual happens. So what we're talking about is someone who's in a diamond state. Because we talk about diamond states where she's clear, she's sharp, she's rigid, she's inflexible. So when something out of the ordinary happens, it seems like she gets it, but it doesn't actually get inside. And so then when you go to do something, it's the first time she's heard about it. Well, that's ridiculous. Why would I let anybody in here? What's wrong? What do you mean there's a leak? There's not a leak. So we have sort of this challenge where an event has happened and there's consequences, but her brain can't hold on to that. So we got a couple of options. One is to partner her with somebody. And so that the person from the very beginning, we know she has dementia. We say, oh, Margaret, this is not going to be good. Something has happened here. Let me let you take a look at this. Yeah. And look down here. Oh, wow. That's not good. So we're going to set up for them to come and they're going to fix it because it shouldn't have happened. Okay. So now you and I, so what we're doing is we're going to now I know from personal experience that this is going to take somewhere around 10 to 50 repetitions. So I'm going to be saying this over and over, and I'm going to be knocking on doors. Oh, Margaret, I heard something happening. Oh, you didn't hear about it. Oh, well, yeah, there's a leak. And so I'm going to go over it and over it. Like if it's the first, if for her mind, it's the first time, well, then it's the first time. If it's the fifth time, well, you've told me that. Oh, good. I didn't know whether I did or not. Let's put it on the board. And then when the person comes, who's going to have to be with them? What do you think?
Well, the person who's been talking to them, I hope there'll be some consistency.
And so what we have to acknowledge from the very beginning is Margaret can't do this alone. And we're asking her to be able to hold on to something and do it alone. That's not going to work.
And sending a stranger to her door saying, I'm here to fix something.
With an event that's already happened that was out of the ordinary. So this is, and we're setting her up to fail and him up to fail or them up to fail. But that means somebody in the community's got to own it. And that's what I personally would call a dementia competent community.
Once we look at the situation, we can apply it to all sorts of other situations. The scenario changes, but it could be a doctor's appointment. It could be
go to church or go to synagogue. I mean, I'm supposed to pick you up, and you're not where you're supposed to be to pick you up. And I discover this. I mean, the first time is a surprise, and the first time is like, oh, okay, well, that's not working anymore. It used to be I could call you and tell you I was on my way, and you'd be here. Not happening. Well, the person who has to change to match the changing brain is me. So that tricky part of modifying me and my behavior to match the new need. And it may get to a point where I'm not enough. And now we have to have somebody with her prior to my pickup so that she has her clothes on, she's ready to go, because I can't manage it long distance. And that's a hard transition with diamonds, where you've been able to do something long transition and you've been able to do a phone call and they get ready. Now, even when you do that, that's not working. Now I've got help. I need help. I need a new helper here. And it's going to have to be present. You can't just do it long distance now. And that's where we can drop a lot of balls.
Yeah. Post-it notes only go so far, don't they?
Yeah. They do. Whiteboards only go so far. Phone calls only go so far. Reminders only go so far. because the world gets so complicated that there's so many distractors or attractors around me. Oh, I need to water that plant before I leave. Oh, wait. I was going to make coffee. Did I turn the pot off? Oh, let me go check. I mean, those things that used to flow in a sequence are individual events. And it's so hard to get from here to there to do something or have someone come in and hold on to all the data. I can't hold on to data like I could.
Getting angry and frustrated obviously aggravates the situation for me trying to do the repairs. And it's obviously going to trigger somebody, I need to get into your house. Well, you're not coming into my house.
Yeah. I mean, you get a 911 call down our way. Up your way, it'd be something different. But I mean, we end up calling for the police to come in here and take this person away because they have no, or one of the other of us is saying that something's wrong. But it doesn't go where we want it, which is to get the repair done and to get the person okay again.
Without going full on into the gems, which we should review someday again soon, but is diamond perhaps one of the more challenging stages?
Diamond is challenging when you have an independently minded individual who's always figured it out and done it on their own, and they're not used to getting support or help from people. And they always have been someone of a little bit of my way or the highway kind of personality trait of a condition. So if I'm not into negotiating or into like hearing other info and going, oh, well, that's a great idea. Sure. I'm not a go along, get along kind of person. Then more than likely that phase of my dementia is going to be a real challenge for everybody because I don't want to let go of control. And I'm having a hard time understanding why I should, because I'm fine if I have anosognosia on top of it.
We've touched briefly on the gems. If people want to sort of find out about that, is there something online, lots of videos, or is it better to actually talk to one of the people at your
Good question. And so there are simple things like we have resource cards, quite honestly, that anybody can access. We make them freely available. You can take a look at those. If that helps, great. We have some books that have the gem information. As a matter of fact, our latest update on the Dementia Care Partner Guide is one that has a lot about the gems if you prefer reading. But if you're just kicking in, you're just curious, do a half-hour free consultation, complimentary, just have a conversation about it and see where it puts you. We do have videos. We do have information. We've got pieces in accepting the challenge. It's a focus of looking at what still remains and what's missing so we can help better is what it's all about, really.
Teepa, thank you very much.
Thank you, Greg.
You've been listening to the Dementia Care Partners podcast, brought to you by Positive Approach to Care. For more information on today's program, go to teepasnow.com.